This is Patriot Sports Radio.
Patriot Sports Radio.
Fed up with the national talking heads and biases of mainstream sports media. If it's sports from the high school level to the pros, we're talking about it like the red-blooded Americans we are.
God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Let's do this. Here's Eric, John, Chris, and the coach.
Welcome back, my friends. If you're new, then welcome in. It's the Patriot Sports NFL Recap Show / Patriot Sports Unscripted, the show that's of, for, and by the people. We're going to recap games, talk about whatever the people want to talk about. All I brought was the scores, this intro, and a can-do attitude. Jonah's here already. I love it. I do have a few talking points to get us going, but that's it. Angela's here. I'm sure she's fired up. And John, the headband, is back. How you doing? How's the headband? Has it been washed since Baker last appeared?
No, it hasn't, but it probably should. This headband is now for Justin Fields because he is doing what Baker Mayfield should have been doing, which is getting better.
Justin Fields is the prince who was promised. That's who the headband was for all along. Angela, I see a Minnesota Vikings shirt. How you doing? Excited?
Well, I'm doing really good.
Oh, man, here we go.
And
did you make that?
I've earned the right. And I'm also drinking out of the skulls of my enemies today.
Oh my goodness. This is why she.
It's too much NFC North going on up here.
I know.
You know,
I've been so good this whole time. I'm just like dying. It's like crawling out of me now.
How do we not have a cheesehead in the studio?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? I bet they're at a discount right now.
When I asked you to come on board with this thing, I knew this exact moment was probably going to happen. And I did it anyway.
I've been living in a cave under a rock this whole time. Like this, I'm like, I can proudly wear these now, even though they look ridiculous. I'm down. I'm totally down.
No, doesn't look ridiculous. It looks good. Heavy Steps, another regular is here. He's
What's
ready
up,
for some
brother?
football. I'm ready for some football. John's ready for some football. Vikings made me a lot of money this weekend. Money line and spread.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got another Vikings fan. Boy, that Vikings Bills game was a live better's dream. I was thinking, I wish I knew how to live bet a little better. Jonah, how about the Packers? The Packers won a game. Do you believe? I don't know. That was, like I say, every veteran can pull one of those out of their ass. If they do it again, I'll believe it. But as far, I still think it was just a big moment. Rodgers was going to show up. Is Watson going to catch 3 every week? Maybe, probably not. But somebody else has to step up. John, only 147 rushing yards for Fields this week, down from 174. Are you worried about the lack of running game?
Not at all. Let the boy run. Let the boy run.
You know what? The only thing I am worried about is getting a boner.
Exactly. How can you not love that? You know, just adding one receiver and all of a sudden you double your points per game. You got to love it. It shows signs of hope. I don't even care if we lose. As I've said in the past, and I will say again, I have wasted my last negative emotion on the Bears this year. You know what? Increase your draft position. Go ahead. Lose every game, score 30. At least it's watchable because I'm sick of watching Army football on Sundays with Matt Nagy and his Denny's play sheet who can't do crap. Now we have somebody who actually knows what Justin Fields is and can develop a game plan accordingly.
It's crazy.
Aaron Rodgers needed to break his thumb before he could perform at his peak, Heavy Step says. Let me tell you something about Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Heavy Steps.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning on this excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers. How about well? How about well? Come at me, McCarthy.
6-game losing streak, not Sunday.
Did you see McCarthy fire in the headset? He was pissed.
I was living for that. I was waiting. That was like the one thing I was like, I don't have a dog in this race, but I want to see McCarthy lose his shit. Like, I was so happy when that happened.
Oh, that was you that said that. I thought it was John.
Yeah, I'm the one that said he didn't care enough.
Right, you said he didn't care enough.
I was like, oh,
hey,
there's
Jonah, I did start Russell Wilson, brother, and I benched Aaron Rodgers, and I'm sick to my stomach, but I'm a man. I'm a humble person, and I'll admit it. I fucked up. I went against the big hairy winning machine.
That you did. You did. The running game did show up for the 39 rush attempts. I think Rodgers.
In a row, my boy Eric sat right here. Run the fucking
Run the ball. Run the ball. It worked. Turns out when you give the big running back the ball a bunch of times, he wears them down in the fourth quarter.
It's almost magical.
That was wild. I didn't expect that game to be competitive. Definitely didn't expect them to win. The Cowboys were 195-0 when carrying a 14-point lead into the fourth quarter. They are now 195-1.
So how are you guys feeling? How are you feeling about Dak? Everybody's like, he's all hype. He's worthless. Like, I'm hearing all this crazy talk. Like, I'm like, whoa.
Dak, what about Zeke? I mean, they had to without Zeke.
Hey, let's talk about Zeke.
Pay that man his money.
It doesn't matter. It's guaranteed contract. Who gives a fuck?
But if you're the Cowboys fan, you got to be like, that was a bad move.
Horrible.
Yeah, you can't pay running backs. You got to let Aaron Jones go, as sad as it is. Can't pay running backs.
Was he the last running back to go like that, like he was a quarterback?
I think they paid Gurley and then Zeke. I don't think anybody got paid after Zeke.
They paid and released Gurley. Yeah.
Yeah. Gurley is a cautionary tale. Like every GM needs to look at the Todd Gurley situation.
How about Zeke? Kind of too.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
He's been a little overweight and a little lazy ever since he got paid.
He was also a right man in a right spot. Had the right relationship with Jerry Jones.
That's what it is.
He fleeced him. That's not happening anywhere else.
Yeah,
except maybe the Houston Texans in the infamous O'Brien era. Maybe that would have happened.
That was highway robbery. Heather's here. She's driving home from gymnastics, listening, not watching.
Heather.
There you go.
Wait, isn't she a Cowboys fan?
No. I think she's the her fantasy football team is her favorite team, I believe.
Yep.
Don't crash looking at her sexy.
Yeah, no, this
actor John with his headband. I don't want you.
This is early November. The deer are out there. This is about the time they like to dart across the road. So watch out.
Pack's still in love with Rodgers' arm when their identity should be toting the rock and running the damn ball down their opponent's goddamn throats.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Heavy. I'm hyper tonight.
Yeah. Chris brought all the energy for us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even need to be BYOE. Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Tom Brady has now won games in America, Mexico, England, and Germany. So I guess he is the best. He was very fired up that they were singing Sweet Caroline. He was talking about possibly drinking on the plane.
Oh God.
They didn't leave the stadium after the game was done either. Those people were like lingering. They were like
the Germans.
For
those Euros were weird.
Yeah.
The Germans.
And it was Take Me Home Country Roads, which just feels weird that Germany's singing that. But hey, I'm not going to tell somebody they can't sing one of the best songs ever written. Did you see that they were singing it and they didn't stop when the play started because they treated it like soccer, which is actually pretty cool. And this dude just popped off for like a 30-yard run. It was a pretty cool montage. We need to start doing that.
He's probably drinking because he lost the $650 million. Let's be honest. He's not drinking because of the win.
Well, only 250 of it was his.
Right. The rest was Giselle's.
So Giselle's out 400. Yeah, 3 million people requested tickets.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
They could have sold 3 million tickets.
Show yourself.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
How do you turn down that money?
How many
so
people
much
are
money
in
to be
Germany?
Made over there.
Show me the money!
Right? How many people are there in Germany?
Germany is the size of Texas. So it's got to be like 1 out of 3 Klauses wanted to go. 83
million. 83 million Hanses and Klauses.
When I worked at a German engineering company,
and
everybody was Greta, Wolfgang, Klaus, Karl Heinz. Those are all real people I worked with.
Hey,
Those
Heather
names are
says
still alive.
Heather says she's red light texting, so don't worry, John.
Okay.
She said y'all look great tonight. I see the headband is back, John.
Always stop at red lights. Except
safety first, Heather. Safety first.
The headband is all about rebirth. And sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. And Justin Fields has been reborn under a regime that knows X's and O's and isn't Matt Nagy. That man is dead to me.
Yep. Matt Nagy would be ruining Justin
I saw him on the
Fields right now.
sidelines playing, I don't know, sideline coach for the Chiefs. That was kind of entertaining.
That's what she said.
Oh, he's going through the Andy Reid car wash. I didn't know Andy Reid had a car wash.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
He should. He's a great head coach.
Yeah.
I love Andy Reid. He's just cool.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys see him in that football commercial where he's on the airplane drawing mustaches on everybody?
Love it.
Yes.
Oh my
We
God,
need
it's
way
so
more
great.
Andy Reid commercials.
Yeah,
He
I love
acted
it.
that. He played that perfectly.
He did. It was so cute. At the end where he was like, "What?" and he throws the marker. Love it.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Right?
Hey, Heavy, what are you got money on this game, Heavy?
Oh, who scored the touchdown?
And who
Jalen
scored
Hurts.
that?
God damn it!
God damn it.
Jalen
Dude.
squirts with the
Every time a
touchdown.
chalk first
God.
touchdown hit, the nerd gets new glasses. I hate chalk
Oh my
first
God, that's
touchdowns.
awesome.
I had an irresponsible amount of first touchdown bets in it, and Jalen Hurts wasn't one of them. Moving on, the Lions' first road win in 2 years.
Let him have it.
Oh, Heavy Step says I have Philly first half
First half
minus
minus
6.5.
Ooh, you know what I do?
Fucking kids at home.
You know, Philly first half has been a great bet all season long. I did have Philly to score in their first possession. I'm pretty sure that was their first possession. So now
Absolutely was.
I just need a touchdown over 39.5 yards, and we've hit the Philly special.
Nice.
That's a prop
Philly
parlay I just
special.
made up. Yeah,
That sounds
because
delicious.
second half Eagles are a thing. They score the most point. They average they scored like 20 points. In the
I've
second
lived in
quarter.
Philly's special. The Philly special is getting the middle finger and getting called a motherfucker.
I thought it was a battery and a racial slur.
Excellent.
I guess it changed over the years.
I there's some parts of Philly I really liked, and some parts of Philly where it was just like, this is the redheaded stepchild of the Northeast.
Oh.
Everybody just thinks you're in their way. What are you doing? Get out of here. What are you doing?
They
Get
got
out. of here.
They got places to go.
No, they don't.
Well, that's a great play. That's a great player props, Heavy. He's got a small play on Samuel, longest reception, under 8.5 yards.
Ah, I like
I
that.
like that.
Yeah, I think who's back? Dotson's back. So Samuel could be odd man out there. I like that. I took Bradbury, Slay, and Gardner Johnson to get an interception. They're all better than plus 300. So we
That's
just need
money.
one to be in the positive, and then we get two. Then we're real good. CJGJ was like plus 600 to get an interception. He's leading the team. I think he's leading the NFL. I don't know what they're doing over there. So that's what we'd ideally like. Bradbury was only like 3-1.
I will tell you guys that here at Patriot Sports Radio, we care about your fantasy football teams. And I remember from Sunday that Heather is playing Jalen Hurts. So that sucks. We're gonna need to put the handcuffs on Jalen here.
Heather was also not impressed with that Jalen Hurts touchdown. Not impressed.
And if anybody has any fantasy questions, betting questions, throw them in the chat. We are here to talk to you.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Not
tonight.
just today,
Football.
but Sunday mornings also.
Yep.
Yeah, Sunday morning's fun. That's where we came to the conclusion that Kadarius Toney was probably going to score the first touchdown at 23-1. That was nice. That saved my whole day yesterday. Didn't win a lot of other bets, but we did talk to Elio about the Chiefs offense, and then we came to that shocking conclusion. The new guy, everybody's going to dump all their fab for Kadarius Toney, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that every single week. He seemed like he'd make a play and then he'd run to the sidelines, and maybe he's just a gadget at this point. But everybody else is hurt. Juju basically got murdered out there. He's going to be gone for a couple weeks, I think. He did the thing with the arms out, so he's you Frankenstein and you're out for a while, especially
How about
now.
Cooper Kupp?
Nice.
That's gonna kill some fantasy teams
Yeah.
now.
That they might shut him down for the
The
season.
Rams are
Yeah.
dead.
The Rams are
The
completely
Rams are
dead.
bad. So hey, I think this answers our question, and we have this huge running question coming into this season. Is the cap real?
3 and
Does-
6. Yeah.
Or does
finding
Los
it is.
Angeles just not have to follow the cap? And we cussed and discussed this for 6 months straight. I guess they do, and this is what it looks like when
Yep.
you're at the end.
These are the consequences. Sometimes you
this
crash
is the
hard.
FTX. of the
Yes,
NFL.
yes.
Yep.
They went all Enron on that shit. Here they are.
They did.
Yep.
And all the wrong people are going to be exiting stage left, leaving
That's
them
right.
with nothing.
Nothing.
They've been buying cartoon monkeys and fucking each other on beanbags for 2-3 seasons, and now
They
all
had
the
the keys
chickens
to
are
Hef's
coming home to
mansion.
roost.
That's right. That's
Did
right.
they say what Cup's like official total injury
I haven't heard
is?
an MRI yet.
When a coach just blatantly says it didn't look good and didn't sound good, don't
Yeah.
expect him back anytime soon.
I was like, excuse me, sound?
Yeah, like what? It's just like
What did you hear, sir?
yeah.
Hertz was on the Kels Brothers podcast, and I recommend checking it out. Oh, is that a
Kelsey
good one?
Brothers?
Yeah, they got a cool podcast.
That's badass.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey talks
How
real
ab-
football shit.
How about Jeff Saturday?
Saturday?
Sure,
That
there's
lying
more about this.
motherfucker. I hate Jeff Saturday so
He
much.
won.
Not
Yeah.
right. What the
He
hell?
won because he started Matt Ryan, not Matt Ellinger or Sam Ellinger, like he said at the introductory press conference he was going to do when we all bet against Mike,
Gotcha.
Sam, Billy Ellinger, whatever the hell his
Ouch.
name is. Not gonna be in the league anymore anyway. They played Matt Ryan instead, and what do you know? The former MVP won a fucking game against a really bad Raiders team. What shocks me is Josh McDaniels is still employed. How do you lose to a retired center who's never coached a game before?
Oh
and
my
keep your
god.
job when you were already? This was like the owner went into the locker room after the game. This is like the fourth
Right.
time that's happened.
You
this
were all
year.
expecting him to get canned.
I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah. At what point do you? They paid him a lot. It must be pretty much guaranteed. I don't know, but Jim Irsay had to have loved that. He poured a double Johnny Walker last night. Not only did his buddy win, who he brought in and everybody criticized, and he sat up there and said, "You guys don't know." I think he was a little fucked up maybe at that press conference. Like, you guys don't know Jeff. He's a hell of a guy. Fucking, he's gonna win. Gay, I don't hire bad coaches. It's a fact. And then Jeff goes out and wins. Not only wins, but beats Josh McDaniels, that son of a bitch, who said he was going to come coach the Colts and then backed out.
Then
You
made
know
Derek
he
Carr
wanted to be
cry.
him. I didn't see it. I heard Derek Carr just fell apart at the podium last night.
So Heather, Cooper Cup probably out for the season. That
Gone
sounded
forward.
pop-ish when John did the noise. It sounded
Yeah.
like it was bad. Do it again, John. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Oh my
You
God.
don't want to hear that.
We need the soundboard.
That's 6 to 8 weeks right there. That's what that
maybe,
is. Yeah.
maybe next year. And then she gave us the fuck.
I bet Heather did okay, though. She has Singletary. Singletary had a nice day.
Oh,
yesterday.
how bad is Vegas, Heavy? That's exactly right. And why don't we ask Will how bad Vegas is?
I mean, he doesn't throw to Adams every time, just 40% of the time.
God, he's a beast. Though. The few receptions that I watched on Red Zone with Devontae Adams, fucking beast.
He turned.
Yeah, it'd be nice
one
to have
play-
him.
One play in particular, he turned chicken shit into chicken salad, and then of course he got called back. He got hit on a screen. He was supposed to pass it. Guy wasn't there, and he said, "Screw it, I'm running it." Runs for 15 yards. Basically, gets like right up to the first down, and then it was like holding, and he just went off. And I can totally get it.
Did you see Matt Ryan take off for like 40 yards yesterday? What a victory for old guys everywhere.
Yep.
Like 37, 38 years old, just trucking down the football field. I was proud of him.
Oh,
He eventually fell down, but that'll
Hey.
happen.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
I don't know.
when you're
How long can
37.
Vegas do this? They've got to fire him. Something has to change, especially after you see Derek Carr have an emotional breakdown. Not ripping the guy for having emotions, but gosh darn, that is a defeated man on a defeated
Yeah.
team.
They broke the quarterback. They're 2-7, and now they go to Mile High to play the Broncos. Boy, if you lose to that Broncos team and Nathan McHackett or whatever the hell his name is,
Nathaniel Hackett.
not going to coach here anymore anyway, and drop to 2-8. Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, when there was talk about, all these teams could make the playoffs. This is the greatest division that's ever division to division.
Mhm.
And now 2 of them have 6 and 7 losses. Yikes. I was looking at the divisional odds. A lot of them are pretty well wrapped up. The Chiefs are minus 600. So evidently nobody's going to catch them. Packers are 18-1 to win the North. I kind of want to do it, but they're 5 games back with like 6-7 to play.
Do it.
And they already lost head to head, so it's not happening.
That's when you know you're a degenerate.
Right?
I couldn't tell myself a story where they did it.
Yeah.
The Vikings
fucking degenerate, you fucking kids at home.
Hey,
Just
all
tell me
the
you gambled
Patriots.
it. I'll give you the money to put the heat on. Just tell me you fucking gambled it.
You're good at that shit. All the Patriot coaching trees suck when they leave New England because they can't cheat anymore. Oh, that's an anti-will take.
I think Bill just compartmentalizes all his coaches and he doesn't teach any of them everything or
That could
even half
absolutely
of
be
it.
real. That could absolutely be the truth.
They would have to all come together on the same team like Voltron to try and
That's a great analogy.
I would try
It's
to
a Voltron.
Good pull.
yeah, not bad. To try and
To save the Indianapolis Colts next year.
Yeah.
How about Tua? They
You know
haven't
what you
lost
do?
with Tua yet.
You send fucking Aaron Rodgers down there to the Colts and take their draft picks. Tua has not lost a game that he started and finished this year yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a
They're
great
like-
Tua
stat.
MVP talk is.
I know
starting
that's
to
what they're
swirl.
saying. I was just gonna say that Tua MVP and Mahomes MVP. I'm like, okay.
Hey, no way.
What about my guy?
You like that? You like that?
We're keeping it with Kurt. Kurt.
Captain Kirk.
I'll tell you right now. Is it Kirk? I don't know.
Kirk.
I don't want to. I don't want to learn his name. I'm going to be honest.
It's Kirk Thuggins now.
Kirk Thuggins. Okay, so Kirk Thuggins is our quarterback now in the trenches.
Oh,
Yeah, he is. Sadly,
Yeah. Yeah, we're
there was a
rolling.
big shakeup.
Yeah,
We had to
big
grab
shakeup.
who we could.
We panicked. Cousins. Fuck.
Yep,
really?
yep. It was Cousins or basically nobody or Andy Dalton. And
What's
it's
that we got?
Former New England players have gone on record that the way games were called, they knew what players were. Oh, that's because they did know. Oh, like they had footage, like they had previous knowledge. I've heard many stories of these players saying that Ernie would tell them exactly how the game was going to go, and the game went exactly how
Who's
Ernie said it was going
Ernie?
to go. They never really fucking tell you, do they? Ernie Adams is just some old guy who works in the building and somehow
He
predicts
cleans the
future.
toilets and tapes games in other places. Tapes
Oracle.
practices.
Gosh,
That
what
guy
is
has football figured out. I don't know what else he does.
The Oracle.
So what kind? So
Probably got a
is
similar
there-
complexion to me.
Yeah.
Because he never
Just
goes
been there
outside.
looking at numbers.
Yeah.
He's a
He
pale
lives in the
kid. He's an
tunnels.
indoor kid at recess.
Yeah.
He's an indoor cat.
He was homeschooled.
Powder.
He's powder. Yeah, he was homeschooled.
Yeah.
He learned science from the Bible.
When it was
Yeah.
first printed by hand.
The Commanders are driving, boys and girls.
Yes, they are. Jahan Dotson.
Hey,
first game
Dotson.
action since
What?
week 4.
Is McLaurin the Irish lassie?
This is the part where he
Irish?
throws the
McLaurin's
pick.
Irish, right?
This is
Got it.
where I get my interception. No, you got to throw it.
Oh, God bless. We're going to run it
See,
in. Is that
Gibson. We told somebody to start Gibson, so I hope Gibson scores.
So what about the kid that got shot? Is that still a thing? Are we
Great
doing that?
story. Not the
starting.
greatest football player.
Okay.
Yeah, Snyder slipped that into his comments about
Dude!
how he was under attack.
He said basically, how dare you investigate me when this young man's killer is out there running around? And by the way, they caught the
did
guy who
not.
shot Brian Robinson, so there's no case to be solved there.
Oh my
Shows you how
God.
much Snyder was really following it. He just
Just
assumed the police hadn't caught him.
I mean, that's the
Wow.
that's up there with like, do you know who I am? It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
cards you don't
Yeah.
play.
Oh my God.
Antonio Gibson.
There we go.
Everybody that drew him in the draft just won a touchdown. 7
Gosh
points.
darn it, I'm going to
6
lose my
points.
fantasy. Dang it.
Oh no.
I'm first in the league.
It's a
No one
fantasy,
wants to
John.
talk
Make
about it.
something else up.
No one wants
Yep.
no one wants to talk about how I'm leading the league.
Yep.
Oh, are you really?
Yep.
In our dynasty league?
hmm
Hey, you want to make a trade? I sent you 2 of them.
I don't know how to accept it because this app is the most confusing thing on earth. I don't know what I'm
would
doing.
everybody
I'm
tell 'em
new.
would everybody tell them that Sleeper's the fucking best out there?
Tell me how to accept a trade.
I have a trade in.
Gosh, I feel like
Go
my
to your
dad
team.
anytime he
When
turns on
Hang
the
on,
TV.
John. Hang on.
Which
I got
button?
something for you, homie.
When I realized I wasn't going to win, I became an arms dealer, and I said, who are the 2-3 teams who are really in the mix for this thing? Let's see what I can give them. Let's see what I can get for my best running back. So I sent Nick Chubb over to John's team and then Saquon over to Morgan's dad.
I might have been
That
a couple
acquired
drinks
picks.
in when I was in London when I accepted that. I don't even remember who I gave you.
You gave,
That's awesome.
you gave me George Pickens and a first for Nick Chubb. I think.
Oh, okay.
I gave
All
you
right,
Brandon
John. Are
Cooks,
you
too.
ready?
Yeah.
You looking at your screen, brother?
Yeah.
So here's Oh wait, I gotta go over here. Hang on.
The other
Click on it
screen.
there.
Zoom in.
So this is Auto Trader, right? Dynasty League.
Dynasty leagues.
Auto Trader buy sell. Great names, by the way, in the Dynasty League.
Thanks.
Transactions you want to go to?
Trades.
There you go.
Did you
no
decline
trades out
it?
there.
All
No,
right.
maybe it expired.
Yeah, I think Coach's son has been trying to fleece me for about 4
Oh, don't
weeks.
accept anything that
accept it.
kid sends you.
Yeah.
Don't do
Dude,
it.
I've never gotten a fair offer from him in my life.
Can't blame the kid for trying. A little bit
No,
of
it's an A for
entrepreneurial
effort.
spirit. Right.
A for effort. He always drafts 49ers running backs and then he immediately starts to try to trade them to you. Like, I don't want Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson. Why did you draft them if you don't want them?
Yeah. So
Those 49ers running backs are always
All right, John. We're gonna
tricky
do
to
this
pull
trade
out,
right
figure
now.
out. Oh, we're
What
gonna
is
do a
it?
live on-air trade.
Yeah, right now.
Dude,
It's
John's
happening.
got a nice team there, especially after I gave him Nick Chubb. Now he's got Chubb and Jacobs.
He
Mhm.
certainly doesn't want Chubb anymore. He wants that cat. You want some picks
Did
next
you
year,
see
brother?
some of those runs Chubb made yesterday? Man, after contact, he goes looking for people to hit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Look at that.
We got to
John.
get the kickers out of this league too. I don't understand kickers in a dynasty.
So you guys don't do this on your phone? You just do it on your desktop?
No, I do
it
on
on my
my phone.
phone.
It's way harder on the desktop, brother.
Yeah, the desktop is not very user friendly. I will say that.
All right.
Well,
Send it
son of
over. I'll take a
bitch.
look. We don't have to use valuable
Oh
time.
man.
I'm stingy
Perfect.
on. I'm stingy on.
Yeah. Yeah, remember,
trades.
he's a
I remember
businessman. He's a
Coach
shrewd negotiator.
Coach sent me no less than 75 text messages while I was in church on a Sunday for our draft, and I'm not gonna lie, I might have told him to fuck off.
in church.
Well, you could ask for forgiveness right then. That's the best place. Heavy
Excellent.
Step said he had a guy who sent awful trades and hoped someone would accidentally accept. Numbers game. Just slaying tons of trades and
Oh
I
man.
was like, oh,
That's the guy who walks up to every girl and just says something gross at the bar, hoping one of them is going to get on board with it. Hey, man, what are all 20 going to say no? What are the odds of that? Well, I don't know, but it's
Maybe.
2022. So,
so
Yeah, so there's a good chance all of them say no, yeah.
Oh,
what's
late
the over
night.
of on this game?
I don't know. I don't have that memorized.
I bet you heavy. got it.
We're trending towards the over, though, with 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, quick.
Hey, that sucker bet I was talking about in the Lions-Bears game where each team just had to score a touchdown and a field goal in the first half and the second half. Still didn't work. We were still a field goal short. Ooh, AJ Brown comes up limping. That could be great for some Devonta Smith props. But
Do
you
not
have
like
to
to see that.
remember AJ Brown is an alpha, so he's going to play through it. That's what he does.
43 and a half.
43 and a
Heavy
half?
says.
Divisional game. I wonder what the live total is. Might even be well, it is the Eagles. I wouldn't dare bet a live under in an Eagles game this year. Never mind. Let's not do that.
No.
Tomlin has now beaten every team except himself. And it could be
Such a
argued
mean
that
ass.
It could be argued,
that he's done that.
He's where we make a joke. He does beat himself joke.
Yeah,
We'll leave that alone.
He started.
Tomlin,
he who must not be
quacking it in
named
my
from
face.
Chicago. Oh gosh, you guys are playing Thursday night too. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Feels like a bet against type situation. Packers is it in Tennessee or Green Bay?
It's at Green Bay.
Ooh, interesting. Derrick Henry's going to come up here and just he's
gonna
going to
wreck
run
shop.
right through us. As Nick Saban said so eloquently, like shit
Quit
through
asking.
a tin horn.
That's the next drop we need. I ain't gonna say, so quit asking.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Which one? The Nick
Saban.
Saban one.
Yeah. I've put many a request. Didn't get Shania Twain tonight, but maybe.
So quit asking.
Yes, there we go. Perfect. Well, we'll have to
Josh
hit him.
Allen played.
He truck sticked some people. I forget how big that man is.
Are we going to win on the trenches this week? That's a great question. Let me check.
Well, this must be Roop.
That's a great question, Facebook user who is probably likely Roop. The trenches. Whoa, it's close.
It's close.
We got Dallas Goedert going tonight. Oh, that Ertz injury killed us. Ertz probably
that
done
sucked.
for the year.
Yep, for sure.
That sucks.
Gonna leave a mark.
Yeah.
But that's all right, because our team, it's gonna change anyway, so who cares?
White, Pickens. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Yep. I hope we win. We're gonna get
it's Chris.
roasted if we
It's
don't.
Chris.
Oh, it's Chris Fox. Chris Smart like a fox.
Hey, Chris.
Blah. Angela, I think that catch Justin Jefferson made is the greatest catch I've ever seen in my life.
It was amazing.
I have
so
seen
good.
one-handed catches before, but I've never seen a one-handed catch where the cornerback had two hands on the
I
football.
know.
If he just let go with one hand and like that ball comes out, like he helped him catch it. He pinned it against his hand, and then he still took it away from him though. When they hit the ground, he uses one hand to take it away from the cornerback who had a hand on each end of the ball.
Just strong. Those
That
guys
was
are
crazy.
really strong, man.
Right. Well, every time after time, I'm watching him make these. I mean, he's like jumping, and we were talking about like, oh yeah, when they go through the combine, like, oh, what's his vertical, and everybody's like, who cares? Does it really matter? And then you see stuff like that, and you're like, holy shit, it matters.
It matters.
That totally matters. And every time he's like up in the air, a million feet in the air, and every time these guys come down, I was like, if I fell down like that, I would be.
It's
done.
like falling off the top of a ladder.
Yeah, and they do it 8 times in a game. Do you know what I'm saying? Multiple times
absolutely.
in a game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
I mean, hockey players are badasses, but when you have a football player who's going balls to the wall like that,
yeah,
absolutely. It's like those guys are amazing athletes. People don't understand the wreckage of their body, man.
Yeah.
They're just it's like getting in a bunch of car accidents in a game.
It's multiple car accidents.
Those guys are so strong and fast.
sitting on our asses at home, like, why didn't he catch that?
Did you see that catch that Marvin Harrison Jr. made in
No,
the
I
end
don't.
zone
I must not have
around
saw
the
it.
guy? That's
Yes.
crazy. I don't know if we can. I don't know if our technology allows us.
It was so crazy.
Put it, but that was a different kind of. That was like the ones where the guy reaches around the cornerback and catches the ball and like pulls it over his head.
How do you walk away with
Crazy
that?
shit.
Oh my
When
God.
is he coming out? When can I draft him to my dynasty team and possibly win some games?
How do you?
I'm gonna get me that Smith and Jigba kid. That's what I'm gonna do. Damn it, Devonta Smith! Why can't you catch the fucking ball? That's pretty good coverage, actually. I'm not gonna be mad about that one. I just need 7 catches, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns from Devonta Smith. That's all I need.
So did you guys watch all of my game in its entirety? Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the red zone version of it.
Oh my God. It was
Let's see this catch.
No, this was I believe it was in the corner of the end zone.
Oh,
I
this
don't
is
remember who the opponent was though. That would help a lot. But it was early in the season. This is all I know. It was probably, I don't know. I'm not going to put a number on weeks. I'll send you down the wrong road. But I bet the Google results will pop it up rather quickly.
His name's Marvin.
Marvin Harrison Jr., son of the great Marvin Harrison of Colts lore. That kid is good. I think he's only like a sophomore, which is pretty wild.
Look at that. That's nuts. How do you bend like that?
I'm not sure. Yeah, he's
Matrix shit.
What kind of an advantage is that? Your dad is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. I mean, I guess you're going to learn every trick of the trade by middle school.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened? The Dolphins scored 39 points. We were talking about that game on the Super Podcast. We were thinking about taking the Browns. Good thing we didn't do that. I don't remember all our picks on the Super Podcast.
Okay, let's see this.
I know we had Bears.
I guess that's how he gets his feet in bounds. Oh, that's not it. Nope.
What is Ohio State doing in recruitment lately? Because they're getting everybody.
Paying them a lot of money.
Did you see the clip where, I don't know what game it was or who it even was, but all I saw was somebody catching the ball and then they were hopping on one foot because on their left, they're running down the line and they're hopping on their left foot because if they would have gone on the other, they'd have been out of bounds. It was really, really kooky. Did you see that?
That was our Kadarius Toney first touchdown.
Oh, okay, got it.
The best touchdown of the
It was
day.
crazy.
It was a beautiful display of athleticism. Chiefs beat the Jags by 10. Is that
okay, Mr. O? Kind of.
It depends what time of day it is. I would say before 7 a.m. probably.
Yeah, Ohio State does win every year.
Yep.
It's a bad conference.
Yeah, it's rough.
Jim Harbaugh did not bring it.
That's why I moved my allegiance over to the Big 12. It's way more fun to watch football over there. They throw it.
So what are we thinking about Lamar Jackson now? I mean, what is he?
He's still in the MVP race, I think, because their schedule coming up
His
is
fantasy numbers
crazy easy. Yep, but don't get rid of him. Hang on to Lamar Jackson.
Uh-oh. There's a tip, pro tip.
Because coming up, he has, let's see. His next game is Carolina, then Jacksonville, Denver, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Wow.
His playoffs are Cleveland, Atlanta, and Pittsburgh. 3 of the worst defenses. Pittsburgh will have their shit together by then, but I picked up Justin Fields to get through this bye week. I'm just going to roll with Justin Fields for, I don't know, until the wheels fall off.
Hell yeah.
Did they play a single team with a winning record for the rest of the year?
Baltimore?
Doesn't look like it.
No, they do not.
No,
not
they
even
didn't.
close. Not even close. Carolina, Jacksonville, Denver, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Atlanta, Pittsburgh again, and then Cincinnati. Cincinnati might have a winning record at that point.
Wow. Yeah, hold on to him.
Yeah.
He's going to get paid.
Hey,
he wants to get paid, and he wants to get the MVP. So he has a lot.
That's how you get paid, right? Is get that MVP next year.
He's going to want to run up the stats because if he does it with an injured Mark Andrews and no Rashad Bateman and basically no real running backs to speak of, I mean, you got Kenyon Drake back there. If he takes that team to an AFC championship or something crazy like that, you got to give him the MVP.
Hey, what kind of hamburger helper are we talking about here, Heavy Steps?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it stroganoff?
We got to...
I have to give you the thumbs up or down.
Can't go wrong with the stroganoff. That'd be a nice little theme for the Munich game. Yeah, stroganoff. Or there's that ultimate cheeseburger. There used to be an Asian one that there isn't anymore, and it upsets me.
You know, hamburger helper wasn't allowed in our house. My dad did not allow hamburger helper in our house, so I've never really had it.
I don't think
my mom never made it.
Mine
my
didn't
mom
either.
made that. My mom would make that shit from scratch, though. Like, casseroles.
Must have been nice.
Chicken and stovetop. Oh yeah. I mean, it was dysfunctional as fuck, but there was always a high end meal at 6 o'clock. So
My house
Can't
too.
complain
Yep.
there. Yep.
Some kind of a excellent meat and always a potato and some kind of a vegetable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I grew up with two moms. So I had one mom that dinner was get in the car, kids. And my other mom, it was actual cook. Like everything was homemade all the time. Always.
One was we're going to
Combination of
Chili's.
both of your
Completely
moms.
different. Yeah.
I'm a combination of both of those moms.
One was a mom and one was a buddy.
Yep.
Right.
I just hit the Festival Foods pre-heat up meals section today. Got
Ooh,
some
how is
some
the new
shrimps.
festival?
Got some shrimps and cornbreads. I was like, ooh, the single dad's meal section is really on fire over here. They got calzones, they got
Beautiful
shrimps.
deli.
Got some General Tso's chicken there last week. Festival's Foods is nice. A little expensive though. I don't think I'm in the festival tax bracket until we get a new president. No sound. How about now? No.
Who's got no sound?
I don't know.
What if we've had no sound this whole time?
I don't know about that.
No, because people are we're talking to people.
What if I was dead the whole time?
Maybe I wrote
that. That wouldn't work because we've been having a conversation with Heavy Steps about macaroni.
We're all just a figment of your imagination.
Yeah,
There
but
is
has
no
he
podcast.
said anything that truly responded to anything we
Yeah,
said?
he said Old Faithful cheeseburger mac.
Okay. Okay.
He knows what's going on.
All right. So we're not dead.
My phone is hooked up to the Facebook and I can definitely hear it. So I'm just saying.
Okay, we're interacting with real alive humans. Good.
Yeah.
It's the important thing.
There's
is
no sound. That
I'm
person
not
might
dead.
have their sound down.
Despite how pale I am still alive.
Hey, that one that says no sound, that's us, just so you know. It says Patriots Sports Radio.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah, I was
I'm
wondering.
like, which one of us did that? It must be Coach.
It felt like a glitch in the simulation.
Yep.
You did have to watch the direct feed. If you click the event feed, there is no sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
The event feed is just an event. You have to actually click on the live show. So it creates an event whenever I create the studio and puts it out there.
It's an event.
It's just an
It's a
just an
crossover event of
invitation.
the season.
Yeah, that's right.
This isn't a Nissan commercial.
Oh,
Your
you're not,
mouths
you don't
are
have any
moving,
sound,
but
do you?
nothing is coming out.
That's not
no.
true.
We've got official text.
That ain't true.
It must be
It's
a
not
Facebook
true.
thing.
Because I have it going on my phone and I can hear it right now.
Ah.
Do you want me to put it up and you can listen to it?
Lately, I've been going to Jimmy John's before they close. I like that.
Yep.
I got myself an Italian nightclub yesterday. Actually, that's a
Ooh.
high-end sandwich right there. No onions though. Onions hijack the whole sandwich. It just tastes like onions. But you got your salami, your ham, your little fucking
Capicola.
gabagool on there. It's pretty good. Some of that oil or whatever.
No, nothing
good
beats
Jimmy
a
John's.
firehouse Italian. If you got
Just a second. Hey,
Firehouse
Jonah.
Subs near you.
Jonah, can you hear us or not hear us?
Oh, he
We
was
don't have a-
making a
There might
joke.
be- oh, I was like, there might be something wrong with Facebook.
Was that?
Um,
That was from a movie, wasn't it? I can hear
guess
your
so.
lips are moving, but I can't hear the words.
Right.
It was from a movie.
My daughter works at Subway, so I go to Subway a lot. Seems like.
I got a
They-
chicken, sweet onion chicken teriyaki there yesterday. Not bad.
Did you? What time did you do that?
Not yesterday. Day before.
Oh,
It
because
was. She was not there.
the Subways here in town yesterday did every sandwich that was bought. 10% went to Michael Carter, who on the last game of the Hartford season
Yeah.
got a
Oh, yeah.
back concussion, went through 2-3 brain surgeries the next day. He's still in the hospital, but he's doing better.
Good.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
if you went to Subway yesterday, you contributed to that fund.
Oh, nice.
And here I was
Can
about
we
to rip
can-
Subway.
Can we contribute it? We can probably contribute to it directly in some other ways too. I'm
We
sure.
absolutely can,
Awesome.
and we have been,
Awesome.
or the Anderson family has.
The Anderson family. I love the Anderson family. I tell you what, I come over here to this little cul-de-sac. It's a nice little slice of America. We got a big yard. Got a basset hound running around. We're donating to good causes.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see what they do for trick or treat over here. It's crazy.
Oh,
got
Jonas,
dog,
baby.
thank you. I was right. It was a movie quote. Was it Chris Tucker? I feel like it was Chris Tucker who said it.
Was this there? You thinking of Rush Hour?
In
Not
Rush Hour.
Hour. Yeah.
There you go.
Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Fun fact about Rush Hour: every foreign country I've been to this year I've turned on the TV and Rush Hour is on.
That is so true.
It's
So
speaking of simulation, I feel like every time I get to the Airbnb, kick off the shoes, and then just jump on the bed, turn on the TV, I swear to God, it's Jackie Chan making a racist joke to Chris Tucker.
my God.
What's more universal than Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker?
The world loves Rush Hour. It's like the Breakfast Club on TBS, but abroad. It's on all the time. That
Last
and
night Heather
Grown-Ups.
made cheddar and asparagus, stuffed chicken, and mashed potatoes.
Ooh, yummy.
Ooh.
I love
that's-
asparagus.
Last night I had some frozen pierogies, and I couldn't help but think I could make a way better fucking pierogi than this. So, as an Irishman, I can't eat store bought pierogies anymore. I just need to.
GSS Fantasies in the house.
Oh, nice!
Right,
America's
I gotta get his walk up music.
America's team scored 39
Oh boy,
points.
here we go.
The
Uh-oh.
Ultimate Warrior music.
Is that?
Is that it?
I wish
That
I
was
had
just my
that.
guess. How'd the Eagles get 14? Terrorist, your game is through.
Kamish. What's up, brother?
Kiss my ass, lick on my
Miami is
balls.
good. We were talking about how Miami hasn't lost to Tua yet. Of course, the coach can't hear anything. He's the most technically fucking sound
Coach.
player I've ever met.
Coach is on
Coach,
live.
Next
on
time,
live
tell
stream
him
right
to,
now.
to
I can't hear you guys.
tell him to not go through the event. He's got
Is
to.
it on the? Is it
He's
because
right,
I'm on the
you're-
Chili's Wi-Fi?
He's on the yes,
Hello?
Coach. It's because you're on the Chili's. Where's my triple dippers?
I'm not turning off the Wi-Fi. Airplane mode.
More chips.
Please don't turn on airplane mode.
Hey, coach, go to YouTube, man. It'll get better, I promise.
Said a no on the Chili's.
Is he gonna join us, or is he?
Yeah,
Just,
what's
No,
that?
he's
or is
just
he just gonna
watching.
frickin' hassle us from the peanut gallery?
Did you know
There
if
we
you
go.
click on the arrow next to the comment box, you can invite all your friends to listen too. Try it out. Yeah, can you really?
Hey, bring your friends. Don't be an asshole.
Bring your friends. Bring your friends.
Coach, can
Bring
you
them
hear us
tomorrow.
now?
We'll be on the trenches tomorrow night too. I'm not.
Oh,
I don't-
yeah.
I'm not sure if we're going live tomorrow. We might be. It's at 7, I think. Right?
6:30.
6:30.
5:30 our time.
5:30 Central.
6:30
If not,
Kakalaka
it'll
time.
go to Armchair Athletics on the YouTubes, and you will find the trenches there. Everybody's fundraisers, all that fun stuff. Go check that out. Armchair Athletics. You can see the founding fathers, Eric and Chris. That's our team name.
That's our team name.
Shouts in the house. Got to help Ainsley with the project. Love y'all and hope y'all have a great week. Hoping Hertz has no more fantasy points. Heather, we are praying for a Hertz goose egg from here on out.
Yep. Just a bunch of incompletions.
Oh, coach, I can't hear anything
Ah!
still. God damn it.
Because
I
I'm in the car.
I just text him. Like I text him in our chat right now in our text thread. So
It connects to the
I can't,
Bluetooth
dude.
automatic. Is that a problem?
You love it. Hey, Kamish likes his walk-up music. That's his from now on.
I like it.
Maybe
then what
Coach
are we
has
gonna
his
do for
phone
Coach? We
upside
gotta
down trying to turn it up. But that's no bullshit. He's probably clicking the screen on and off on that iPhone. It won't come up.
Turn the-
Blacking out.
Unplug the podcast and plug it back in.
Gosh. Coach teaches class, right? Does he still like use the
Wait.
book?
He
with-
teaches, yeah.
He
He uses an overhead projector, I think. He's an overhead projector.
Coach still puts on the fucking gray wig with the pointer and does George Washington.
sweating
No, he
all over
doesn't.
the projector,
Absolutely.
dripping.
I had a history
Trying to wipe it.
I had a history teacher who had His basement was a World War I bunker replica. That guy was
Whoa.
weird, but he was
That
way
guy
into
stormed the
history.
Capitol.
So
That
he
dude
taught
stormed
me-
and sixth. Calling it right now.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
He taught us about China's plan to take over America, and every day I'm like, son of a bitch.
Son of
Mr.
a bitch
Zaitchek
was
was
right.
right.
God
You're
damn
like,
it.
I don't have a bomb shelter. What am I gonna
Fuck,
do?
he was right.
Should've
The
listened
crazy
to Mr.
people are
Zaitchek.
right one time out of 100.
So that bomb shelter's here in Hartford.
They've been on a roll lately.
Eric, you're from
Yeah,
here.
we got aliens now.
Oh, we got more alien news?
How's that for a segue?
We're allowed to talk about it now. This is awesome.
Yeah.
What?
We still don't know who killed JFK, but we've got aliens.
Well,
It was probably the Genovese family, I'm guessing.
come on, Heineke, throw a pick, you son of a bitch.
Throwing it out there. Lucy Luciani. Forget about it.
Take care of it right quick. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is our boy. I hate technology.
Oh gosh.
He's going back and forth from this
Oh,
account.
Coach.
It is-
We're gonna see coaches like he's gonna be typing in
Tell
who
him
he
to go
wants
to
to see
YouTube,
on
Angela.
Facebook. He's gonna get it so confused. We're gonna see like
I just
Giselle Bundchen bikini pics.
I just told him to
pop up.
log into the one on my page. Let's see what happens.
Or he can go to YouTube. That's probably way easier for him. Then it's just one thing to pick.
Yep.
Facebook is home to Coach.
It
That's just
really
home.
is. He probably
That's
doesn't
the
know
only
YouTube.
platform he's really gonna bother to learn. So
I haven't had Facebook in 6 years. Can you still poke people?
no, they got rid
No.
of that
I don't
feature, I
think so.
think.
No.
John, are you going to get on social media? Get on Twitter.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
It's way cool now. The
I don't
the Chinese own it now. It's legit.
Oh gosh, they got all your data. It's like TikTok where they just stole all your data and sold it.
Oh, he does have it muted for sure,
Yep.
Jonah.
Hey,
Oh, Heavy's bringing it back to the old school.
MySpace.
Yes.
I don't know why we ever left MySpace.
If you wanted to fucking have a profile, you better learn how to write code. That's how that's going to go down.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to somebody's MySpace and you hear some Three Doors Down. It was a great time.
Oh yeah, dude, get a little finger 11 in your afternoon.
Just the most forgettable alt rock bands of 2003.
Who was that band that did the Smooth Criminal cover? Was that
Alien
Faces?
Ant Farm.
Subtitle.
Subtitles. I love Coach.
It was
We could've
Alien
never done
Ant
a
Farm.
podcast without Coach.
I didn't even know there were subtitles. Fucking smorgasbord.
Coach is somewhere fat fingering his keyboard, getting us in like SAP. We're
much.
speaking Spanish.
It wants me to update. Should I click yes?
God bless.
I'm gonna click yes.
He's reading all this and getting pissed off. He's not hearing it. He's reading it.
That's. Hey, I loved MySpace, Root.
Yeah.
I did too. MySpace was the
What was
best.
that guy's name? Tom. He was
Tom.
a good dude.
Tom.
Tom got out
Good
while he
nothing.
should have.
Tom never
he
asked
did.
for my fucking social security number. I know that.
Tom
Hey,
wasn't
Coach.
a fucking robot.
I've never duped you into taking those stupid quizzes that give away all of your information and maybe your bank code.
Yeah.
possibly.
Just the
What was
common
her mom's
password
name?
questions. Yeah, what's your mother's maiden name?
Hey,
Thank you,
did you
there's 20
remember
questions.
last week when Heavy told Coach to bet
That was
Heavy on
Sunday.
Pitt? That was. I hope. Coach, did you do that? Did your subtitles working now? If you probably have to talk with the
Coach,
Southern.
did you bet on the Steelers?
We just told him to steal third.
Still third.
Yeah.
He understands this.
That's
Tell me
right.
Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball.
So quit asking.
I can't join, so quit asking.
Only team without a passing touchdown yesterday.
I'm
the
dying.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Funny.
George Pickens rushing touchdown. Pickett rushing touchdown. That's it. There was 140-1 prop that all teams in the 1 o'clock or the noon window would throw.
Hey, who did you bet for
passing
Rookie of the
touchdowns.
Year?
I have George Karlaftis and Sauce Gardner for defensive rookie of the year. I don't know who I know I bet Dobbs for offensive rookie of the year. He might be the only one. Oh, Dobbs and Pickett. That's right, because I had a whole theory about Kenny Pickett.
Who do you got, John? Who's your favorite rookie?
I didn't have one. I have no idea. It's like
who's everybody's MVP to right today? Week 10. Who's your MVP?
I think it has
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. For now, well, Pat Mahomes is in the lead, but I think it's Jalen Hurts. I know
Coach might
go to YouTube.
Coach might be crying right now. Don't.
It's okay. We love you.
I got no place else to go.
Oh, Coach.
He's
still got the Cubs pumpkin as his profile picture. I love the dedication. Go to the YouTube. Don't say Twitch. That's gonna fuck him all up.
I'm here to fuck you up, Coach. Hey, look.
Like, wait.
Hey, the more we make fun of Coach, the higher our viewers are going up. The more
we need to get on Twitch just so we can.
We're on Twitch.
This is turning into Howard Stern, and we're just fucking people. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to send a 911 call to Coach.
Hutchinson rookie of the year. I like that. Hutchinson is my other corn pop nominee. Did you see that play he made yesterday where he somehow jumped across the entire offensive line and got his arm around Fields' neck and dragged him to the ground? I was like, wow. That's impressive. That's corn pop. But then Justin Jefferson caught the ball with one hand against a guy who had two hands. I was like, well, that's probably it. Everything Kirk threw in his direction, he was catching. Even with 2-3 guys on him. That one by the goal line, he just threw it into the clump of dudes, and he came out with it.
I think in our chat today, I think you said, Eric, you just need to get it within a 2-car garage.
Yeah, something like that.
Not a 2-car garage.
You guys remember that Sports Science, and it really was a 2-car garage that they had jumping.
Calvin Johnson.
Oh my God. What an animal. He was fun to watch play football. Yeah, Hurts. Chris has got Hurts too. I get you guys clear, just no sound and subtitles. Coach, look at your effing phone, dude.
Can you change? I'm sure he's sending these messages on his phone. Yeah, if Hurts keeps playing like this, I don't see how he's not. Skinny Batman. You know, Devonta Smith.
Oh, I like this one. Geno Smith, comeback player of the year.
He is the leader in the clubhouse right now.
My goodness, he is legit. Well, that's just not nice, Coach.
It's him or Saquon, I think.
There might be church people watching right now.
Yes, church people. I'm out.
Oh, Coach.
Go to YouTube.
That's not the kind of can-do attitude that's going to...
God, I love Coach. He's my favorite.
We all love Coach.
He's awesome.
He's a national treasure.
I was chilling.
Wait, I got it here somewhere. Where is it? Wait.
Oh my God. This is too much, you guys.
We're gonna get a message back that says "still there."
Yep.
Right.
Guys, come on.
2 for 1 fajitas. I ain't going nowhere.
You can hear them
I
sizzling.
can't find it.
Oh, that's what I love about a fajita. They bring you the sizzling cast iron plate.
So you know you're getting your money's worth.
Yep. Makes you feel like royalty.
Fail.
Oh, that's backwards. I have to work on that. I still
most improved Fields. Yeah. I mean, he's like 2 different players.
Yeah, he's completely taken off.
I shudder to even say that.
Talk
because,
about that, John, a little bit.
Well, you go from having a completely inept coach to having one that actually knows how to put a game plan together. I think Geno Smith should win it because of what they're doing, and it's insane. With Fields, it's more just like he just got over the flu, which was Matt Nagy, and now he can play up to his potential. So, yes, definitely like a most improved candidate, but the big asterisk there is he doesn't have a complete arrogant prick calling the offense, trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be.
Hurts just got an INT. shave a couple fantasy points off. So you think it was just coaching?
100%. 100. I mean, it's obvious they're a worse team than last year. They've sold off their defense. I don't know. They didn't get better. I'll tell you that.
No.
Not on offense until we get the addition of a new wide receiver and start putting in a run game. We're leading the league in rushing yards a game because of him. So I don't know. It's not sustainable.
100 games.
What's that?
He's had a couple 100+ rushing yard games, hasn't he?
Right.
Oh, Fields? Oh yeah, he's gone
Michael Vick.
It's
174 last week, 147 this week. Last week was a record.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not sustainable. You don't want to see that.
No.
I mean, that's just a formula for a knee injury and everything, but you do want to be able to know that you can rely on that when the day comes when we are competitive and we need something a little outside the box.
And I apologize, I didn't get to see that game. Did Mooney and Claypool get involved much, or was it just a Josh Fields show? And what did the running backs look like?
It's mostly Justin Fields, and yeah, he's gonna spread it out a little bit. 2 touchdowns passing. I'd have to see.
Nice.
And then two rushing. So
Cole Kmet must have got a couple because he had a lot of points for me.
Kmet had 2.
Let's just go ahead and pull up these stats.
Kmet had a wide open one. Khalil Herbert left with a hip injury. That'll salvage David Montgomery, I think, because with Fields doing all that running, it was kind of taken away from what the running backs were going to be able to do. But they've gone over 200, I think, in 5 games, which is crazy.
Yes, Heavy. I am absolutely looking forward to Trump DeSantos primary debates. We could be on here laughing, doing some straight up SNL skits about this shit. We will get into it. It's going to be hilarious. They are going to eat each other's lunch. We are going to have popcorn and a voice.
I bet Chris will have a whole feed for it. Hey, there's Chris Fox by name.
Right, by name.
You have to play Fields with a college mindset. Yeah, that's what he's built for. You gotta, I don't know, somehow get out, but he's so fast. I mean, when he decides to take off, it's like when Mike Vick was around when he first came into the league.
It was shocking.
There's just no way to catch him.
It was shocking, wasn't it?
When you have other football players remarking on speed, then you know a guy's fast because everybody out there is fast. Even the 300-pounders are going to run 15 miles an hour, which is, that's wild. The fact that, like how a grizzly bear can chase down a deer. It's amazing how fast these big guys are. When you get to like the Devonta Smiths and Justin Fields, they're like little Ferraris out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not seeing huge stats out of the wide receivers yet. Mooney only had 57 yards. We only gave Claypool 1 pass. So,
oh wow,
we'll see. Well,
I don't know.
It's nice to see Kmet get involved because anytime you can use a tight end as a weapon, it just opens up the field. I mean, like look at Belichick. His whole mantra has been built off having a tight end you could dump to, some dink and dunk stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. You'd like to see more stats. You like to see more professional football stats out of your wide receivers, more than 57 yards.
Yeah.
Hey, Roop, you're right. 147 rushing. That's phenomenal.
That's
not sustainable, but phenomenal. Because he's he's a smaller guy. Is that right? He's not a big Josh Allen type.
No.
Josh
Allen was trucking linebackers yesterday.
Ooh, I know there was like 3 guys hanging off of him at one time, and I'm like, "Are we shitting me?"
So how come nobody's talking about him for MVP? Is he not? I mean, he's good.
Yeah. He's got to be in there.
Flashy?
He didn't.
What is it?
He's thrown some red zone picks in the last couple games.
Yeah.
Hasn't looked Josh Allen like so much
Through the air.
Yeah.
Our trenches team, breaking news. If we get 5 more points from Dallas Goedert, we will win.
Yeah, that one.
Let's go,
we will defeat a team that started Justin Fields if we get 5 more points from Dallas Goedert.
Wow. No, you're right, Chris. Stats always dictate MVP. I don't know. But Josh, does he have good stats? He's got to, because he just crushes fantasy every week.
It's also a big narrative award too. Like if you're the best story, there are a bunch of Angelas voting for the MVP.
Jalen Hurts has a great story.
Yeah,
He's from Wyoming, man.
Absolutely. I mean, he's single-handedly turning Philly unracist. That's worth an MVP right there.
Wow.
I mean, that's an MVP award right there. I mean, Patrick Mahomes does what he does every year. He doesn't lose in November and December. We know. But Justin Fields is running. Jalen Hurts it's more exciting to see a guy run than it is to see a guy chuck it, I think. Oh, are we not taking chances? Are we not living on the razor's edge?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I get
Jack Rabbit Slim.
Excellence. Life is a gamble. I mean, roll the dice once in a while. Speaking of, the commentators were baffled that the Cowboys took a timeout with 2 seconds left in the first half last night, which had they gotten anything out of that, they took kind of a weak ass shot, but they were on the 30. You're like, oh yeah, you don't have a 70-yard pass play in the playbook. Well, yeah, no, you don't, but I've seen the 70-yard touchdown before in my life.
Right.
Like, you have CD Lamb. Like, let's
Yeah,
not
I
act
never
like
understood why announcers were so easily resigned to giving up with a minute left. Like, they're going to kneel it. It's like, why though?
Yeah. It's a give up mentality. It's a surrender.
Just to circle back on Josh Allen, 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. So
he's leading the league in interceptions now.
Oh.
Didn't see that coming. He's reverting to the old Josh Allen.
Your leader was Kirk Cousins on the futures, wasn't it?
Yep. Sure was. Hey, there's still time. There's still time. But
6'5", 237. So he's basically a tight end with a cannon.
Yeah. It's crazy.
He's better than Tebow,
You
though.
say it like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw him just dragging a guy with his foot yesterday, like a full-grown human.
He's a linebacker.
I saw Nick Chubb do that too. Nick Chubb busted through the line and he had a full-grown human wrapped around his leg and he was just dragging him like he was a toddler and still gaining yards. Like, that's a guy who goes to the gym and lifts weights and drinks protein shakes.
Right.
He made it through camp and didn't get cut or anything. He's
Flipping
good at
tires in the
football.
gym.
Fuck this
Yeah.
guy. Like he's a cat trying to cling to his jeans or something. It was wild. I love watching Nick Chubb run. It's like watching 1960s NFL. Just plowing dudes over.
You know, you're not helping right now, Eric. I'm trying to get a cheap trade for Chubb from John, and you're just loving on it.
Yeah, I'm like the president of the Nick Chubb fan club. I know. I traded Nick Chubb to John. That took a lot.
Yeah.
It took George Pickens and a first-round pick for me to do it. And for John to be intoxicated overseas. All these things had to come together for me to get George Pickens and the first round pick.
Yeah. And it was only while being I never get too drunk, but it's only while being slightly intoxicated that I actually figured out how to accept a trade in Sleeper.
Yep. It's like, I tell you what, babe, I feel like wheeling and dealing right now. Yeah.
Never give up, never kneel. That's right.
Nick Chubb, all right.
Nick Chubb.
Add to cart.
Yeah, Nick Chubb is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a great story, and there's Chubbtown in Georgia. You should read up on his family. It's a really, really interesting story. We may do a segment on that.
Chubbtown in Georgia.
It goes way
Sounds
back.
like a strip club.
It goes way.
I'm like,
No. It
sorry.
goes. Yeah. No. It goes way back to the Civil War. We should do a segment on that. It's really neat.
I'm into it.
His family is different.
I love all those little side stories that come out of sports, like Work Done building. Like,
It's a real American story. Yeah, it's good.
I don't know how many houses Work Done has built for single moms at this point, but it's well into the double digits. Just a great dude.
Probably
don't
better than
believe-
the houses Brad Pitt built after Hurricane Katrina.
So what is that? I missed that.
Did Brad Pitt build houses, or were they
Like, all
FEMA
those
tents?
celebrities went down to build houses. It turned out they just built like these crappy shanties that were really not that livable.
Oh,
But
it
but they'll let you know about it.
Yeah,
They did back then.
It was to take a picture of me swinging a hammer type
Yeah.
situation.
Okay.
It was
Every
it was
time
the
there's
church
a
on a
hurricane.
missions trip with like all this swag and stuff, and saying they went on the missions trip. It's kind of the equivalent.
Yep.
Good for you.
Nothing says I'm here to help like a pair of Ferragamo glasses. Southern hospitality down here in Atlanta. I gotta get down there. I hear the food is incredible.
Is that where you live, Heavy? Georgia?
Yeah, he's a big Braves guy. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just to let you know, Rowdy Tellez had more home runs than your first baseman.
Whoever your first
Olsen.
baseman is.
Olsen.
Yep. Falcons went out there and lost to the Panthers in the alternate jerseys on Thursday night.
So we're not miserable. He said it's not cold and snowy down here, so we're not miserable, people.
Yep. But
I've
we
spent
don't
some
have
time in
snakes.
Atlanta. I know Atlanta. I got snowed in Atlanta one time. Had to stay an extra couple days because there's only 2 snow trucks in the whole GD state.
There's like 2 snow trucks here for every human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it snows down there. And they
Everybody knows
lock
how
it
to
up.
drive one.
Hey, you should have, when my daughter first moved here, you should have saw her face when it was dumping snow and she came down and she was so excited there was no school. And I was like, oh, that's not how this works.
No.
Right.
And
Sorry,
then the big snow
sweetheart.
truck came around. I was like, yeah, they go to school here.
They travel in
She
threes.
was like her lip, you couldn't. She was gonna trip off her lip.
Oh yeah.
Bottom lip.
It's
It was
gonna
bad.
take a foot of snow and high winds to
Yeah.
close the school up
It's
here.
gonna be really cold.
Like negative
really
30.
cold. Yeah.
I believe it was Super Bowl Sunday 2015 or 16. We got 18 inches of snow in Chicago, and I drove to work the next day.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Ugh.
And the next time, I bet, since basically we had all that snow, I did a mattress promotion where I spent a lot of money on a mattress. And it was going to be free if it snowed more than 8 inches on Super Bowl Sunday. And I swear to God, it snowed 7 inches.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
But where
They
do
got the
get
weatherman.
measurements? Maybe like where do you take the measurement from? That's
And that's
crazy.
yeah,
the
the
last time
weatherman
I
is on the
gambled.
take.
They take the measurement at O'Hare International Airport.
Okay, fair enough.
You got
Weatherman
me.
has got
You
his
got
thumb
me,
on the
Art
scale.
Van Furniture.
Art band, yeah, that's funny. They're
gosh.
they're a little sneaky. Those people. I don't.
Yeah.
we-
They
my-
duped me.
They
Yeah,
say
my-
they're
my
importer
in-laws got
exporters, but I don't believe them.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, how
I
was
think we
it?
covered it.
Yeah, I feel recapped.
We did not talk
I feel like
about.
I got capped off.
I don't think we talked.
We didn't talk about how amazing my team is. I'm telling you.
Go. But let's give it up to
Shit.
the Vikings, girl. Leaders of the North.
I
Take
am
your
ready to
victory
admit they're a
lap.
good team.
Take your victory lap, Angela. Go.
Yeah, whatever.
They were amazing.
I want to
Whatever.
talk about.
Oh, you
and I
better
want
rub
some
it in a little
opinions
bit.
on something.
Well,
Go ahead.
everybody else is like, "Oh my god, they're amazing." You guys are like, "Oh yeah, whatever." Like that
They're
game
good.
was incredible.
They're
they were
good.
Game of the
They're
year.
all
It was
right.
the game of the year.
Game
And
of the
I'm just gonna
year.
tell you, they played like dog shit in the middle of the game. Like that's how Kirk Cousin rolls sometimes. So
Yep.
he came back from that, and that's a
He's
big,
liable to play
big
like
deal.
dog shit.
I mean, what are the odds that Josh Allen fumbles the snap in the end zone and then they recover it? Like the
It was
only
crazy.
thing,
Yeah.
there was one thing, 1,000 to 1 shot that could save them, and then it
I
happened.
know. They should have won that game a couple of times, and they failed miserably. So that was a
Ru-
gift. But I don't know. We'll see what happens moving forward. But holy shit.
Yep. If they can play a little defense, they might be dangerous.
Rube says, "Thank you,
Yeah,
Jefferson."
The defense was so sleepy, and I wanted to poke those bitches. They woke up later in the game, but it wasn't good for part of the time.
Yeah, if you had Jefferson and you lost, I don't know what went wrong in your world, but I've had that happen before where you have the guy of the week and you still lose. If Vikings get home field advantage, they might request a 1 p.m. start times. Yeah.
That's exactly right, Heavy Steph. That's exactly right.
Yeah. You get Kirk. The NFC Championship game is going to be 7 p.m. There's nothing you can do about that. Well, it might be the early one. Actually, they play them both in one day, back to back. I think you should do one Saturday night and one Sunday night. And can we get the Super Bowl on a Saturday night, please?
Yeah, what the hell?
We're gonna kill daylight savings time. Can we also just move the Super Bowl to Saturday? There's already a 2-week gap. What's the difference if you played in 13 days or 14 days? The only difference is I don't
Nothing.
have to work the next day.
Exactly.
So
Hey,
I would
what was
love
the
that.
prop on that Josh Allen fumble? That's what Chris is asking.
I don't know. I bet his interception props are probably like minus 160 at this point. It's basically a guarantee he's going to fumble the ball or throw a pick. Like he's back to old Josh Allen now. I don't know. It might be the elbow. He was
Yeah.
chucking it though. He didn't look injured. I'm not a doctor, clearly. All right. I'm probably rambling at this point. Corn Pop, Justin Jefferson or Aiden Hutchinson or one of the guys who almost killed Chris Olave yesterday. Oh, boy. They
Yeah,
need to
that's
send
exactly right,
Cousins to
Heavy.
whatever time zone lines up with the 7 p.m. start time. Yep. He needs to start training now for a night game.
Right.
Roop needs the Eagles defense to get 14 points or at least 5 for a W. Let's go defense. Hey, let me tell you guys, hey, everybody that's watching, jump in the chat. Who's your Corn Pop player of the week? And
Yep.
what is the Corn Pop player of the week, Eric?
The Corn Pop player of the week is any player who exudes badassery on the gridiron. We've narrowed it down to a single play. John had a great idea last time because it was getting a little vague. One single play that somebody makes on Sunday that is tough and or badass.
How did you come up with the Corn Pop?
Well, Corn Pop's a bad dude. He runs with some bad boys. And this award is in memory of him and his badness.
That's right. Never gets old.
Nope.
It never gets old.
It feels it
That-
only one, yeah.
That
didn't
tackle
win.
Hutchinson had, I don't know if it was a sack.
So is it
or just
Hutchinson or
tackle.
Jefferson? We going defense
think-
or offense?
I think it's Jefferson.
It's
I
gotta
think
be
it's the
Jefferson.
Viking.
I
I
catch
think it's the
something else.
Viking.
Yep. I think so.
Or could
I
it
think we know
be
Angela's boat.
Aaron, the man?
Oh my God.
No.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Did you see him yelling at LaFleur? I don't know what he was yelling at LaFleur, but it was not nice.
Gosh.
Justin
Justin
Corn
Corn
Pop
Pop
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
I think
Yep.
we have a consistent.
We have
consensus.
a consensus.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right.
Perfect.
It is
Perfect.
Justin Jefferson, Corn Pop player of week 10.
Agreed.
Congratulations, Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
No.
Once we can afford name brand cereal again, we'll get you
We'll
a
send
box.
you a box.
Thank you, everyone, for
Yes.
joining us. We truly do appreciate it. Go to your podcast app right now. Subscribe to Patriot Sports Radio for our award-winning podcast. And I say that we can just make an award and give it to ourselves, and then we're an award-winning podcast. Head over to patriotsportsnow.com. Find all of our shows, many podcasts, blogs, forums, etc. Join us on YouTube Saturday mornings for the Super Podcast, and come right back Sunday mornings at 7:30 for Wake and Rake. Another show like this one where it's driven by the people. We'll figure out all the weather, injury reports, your fantasy lineups, your wagers, all that stuff. Morgan is going to be here, our collegiate correspondent / weather scientist. She'll be here to tell us what's going on as winter creeps in. We're going to have all kinds of weather stuff popping up. That's it. Go to those websites. Go download those things. Do the stuff I said. Until next time, be good to each other. Chris, kick the outro music.
You've been listening to Patriot Sports Radio. If you're sick of all the national talking heads and biases of mainstream sports media, like we are, this show is for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. For more content and merch, hit up www.patriotsportsnow.com. Find us on Twitter at PatriotsPod, on Instagram and Facebook at Patriot Sports Now, and on Getter, Rumble, and YouTube at Patriot Sports. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
All right, guys, I got to log off.